Yeah, true. In the United States, at least. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'd honestly say like anywhere. What? Oh, I thought that was like an elephant. I don't know honestly what I thought that was, but Aiden says, bro, there's a Proto DX Glow Rock here. I think I lost one. Also, I've never seen this biome before. This is super cool. It's very small, but oh wow. Whoa, dude, this is kind of nutty. Can we live here? Wow. Look at this biome. This is like really nice. This is like super nice. Petalos rosas. Yeah, I've never seen this. What kind of car are you driving around, Grace? Do we live here? This is beautiful. I mean, it's gonna take a lot of exploring out of the world, but I think I'm gonna do it. Just me, or you can't hear the game either? Oh, I know why. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna have to close the game out and then reopen it. Or no. Let's go. Okay. Where is Musica? Musica. No. We're listening to lo-fi. Unless we want to change that, then we will change that. Yeah, we're going to change that whole hillside. We're going to change that whole hillside to the flowers. Gummy and Glow. I had a Glow DX Rock, and I think I lost it in Australia. That was one of my favorite discs I have ever thrown, is the DX Rock. I want to not touch any of the trees up here because they all look very pretty. So let's go find some wood this way. Grace, do you still play Minecraft? I have a lot of questions. I'm just going to throw a lot of questions your way. Feel free to answer all of them and ignore none. Damn, a village? We're cheating. We're cheating, gamers. Or should I say gamers? Nuevas recetas. Nuevas recetas. New recipe. Cofre. I love that I actually saw that and I knew what that meant. Cofre. We're going to learn tons of Espanol. We're going to learn tons of Espanol. See? Aiden, you should so do a live stream out of a disc golf course. That'd be sick. I played a new course recently. I think I told you. I cannot think of where it was for some reason. Oh. Iron. I take it. Thank you. Thank you. Gracias. Let's loot. Let's loot. It's a block of iron? No, that's a stone thing. I don't want to loot them too much. Also, if I say the word please punch me in my cojones. Gracias. Thank you. Appreciate it. Also, I'm going to work on using my face more. Actually, I think if you use your face more, you get wrinkles faster. Maybe we don't. Maybe I maintain my RBF. Damn, straight up though, this is a weak village. There is like nothing. Did I miss something? I missed that. I think there's a blaze thing. Could be lurking because I want to be productive today. I hope the stream goes well. Well, thank you. Thanks for keeping stream open. On YouTube, we need everything. Ah! That's very sweet of you. I had a horrible feeling that was going to happen. Oh, man. Oh, dang. Oh, shucks. That sucks. Wow. That was That's okay. That would have only sped us up about 15 years. Oh, wow. Money? Money? I deleted Twitch because you left. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear, dude. Yeah, I deleted the app because you left. That's what I want everyone to say. I want everyone to tell me that. No, you should stream on YouTube. Stream on YouTube. Oh, that's just a farm. We'll grab some of this stuff because why not? I'll pillage a little bit. Huevas recetas. I'll pillage a little bit. How do I say I'm going to pillage a little bit in Espanol? Como dice pillage a little bit? Como dice means how do I say? Or how do you say? Or how, como dice? I don't actually know. It's like how do you, it's like how to say. That's what it means. It's like how to say. We're going to get a fish hecka fast. Super duper fast. So I can get a pussy cat. YouTube, calm down. Pussy cat. Pussy cat. Okay. Let's go. Let's hit it. Let's hit it, gamers. I might stream a little bit longer than 2 hours today, too. Depends. I'm going on an adventure with a gal today. I'm excited. She's coming over, and then we're going to drive a little bit farther. She lives pretty far south of me, so what we do is we usually like meet halfway, but she's going to drive up today, and then we're going to go somewhere north. She's from Rhode Island. What does that even mean? That's a red flag, right? I think so. I think technically it's a red flag. There's like a guide for dummies. What's that called? Those like books with the yellow font. Also, I have no clue why this shirt has shrunk so much. Am I fatter? I haven't worked out too much. That means I'm just fat, right? Okay. This is a pretty gnarly spot. Or maybe we don't have it on the bottom. We have it like elevated up here. Oh, I like that actually. I like that more. Solo puedes dormir por la noche. I think I'm gonna give her a few options when she comes up. I haven't told her what the options are. Mesa de trabajo. We might go disc golfing. We might go to Rockland. Did we play Rockland when you were here? DG Aiden. Dang, when can I make emerald tools, man? I bet you they'll release that at some point. Emerald tools. That'd be super cool. Rockland was the one with the other disc golf store. I don't think you did play Rockland with me. I don't think you did. Man, it's weird not calling you Limer Twitch. I'm used to calling you Limer Twitch. Not to call you Aiden. Now I don't feel like I'm doxing you. Because your name is Aiden. How nice. How fun. So we'll probably go to a course. Progreso realizado. La Edad de Piedra. I don't know what any of that means except for stone. I think that we'll maybe go play disc golf. She wants to ID some trees. She is she's an ornithologist, which means she studies birds. So we went out and like ID'd birds and plants before. So I think we're gonna go out, probably disc golf a little bit, and then read and then identify some plants. Because she's identified birds with me. Now I have to show her the other side of the spectrum. The plant spectrum. Don't sleep on the plants. I did a lot of IDing when I was in Hayward. When I was on my little military assignment over the last 2 weeks. All right. I'm gonna need a shovel. I need a palo. Pico. I was like trying to make up a word for it as if I didn't know the word for it. I know the word for shovel. I got the tools down. Got the tools. Pico, palo, hacha, azada is hoe, and then espada is sword. And that's it, right? I don't think there's anything else. But we've been meeting in Lodi a lot. And Lodi is actually pretty nice, Aiden. They have Mickey Grove, which is a gnarly disc golf course. It's like, it's cool. The flow is really good. The holes are like, either you go, like they're not the easiest holes, but they're all in like a very comfortable, like if you can backhand a 320-foot throw, it's pretty simple. You know, it's not easy in the fact that they're all 200 feet. Progreso realizado. Wait, I'm gonna check what that means. What does realizado mean in English? No, it's not. What does realizado mean in Espanol? No. What does the word realizado mean in English from Spanish? Oh my God, punch me in my face. Well, we won't find that one out. It was saying that it was in Portuguese, but it was not in Portuguese. I mean, realizado is, I'm sure, a word in Portuguese, but I'm not trying to know the word in Portuguese. I want to know it in Espanol. Have you been practicing any Espanol? Limer Aiden Twitch disc golf? Yeah, Mixed Grove is super nice. And then there are quite a few courses down there. Mixed Grove has a $5 entry fee, though, which is a little annoying. Don't really know why. To be honest, TBH, doesn't really feel like there should be a fine. I mean, it's a good course, but I don't think people know how many courses there are that are good that are not pay to play. It's not like that crazy. I really want to play I'm so excited to disc golf up there. Like, I'll for sure get some time off. I don't see why it wouldn't be confirmed. There really is no reason why it wouldn't be confirmed. But I'm very excited to play up there again. And with my new bed, I think I'm going to see some significant changes in my shoulder. I think me sleeping on my old bed was causing some pretty serious like shoulder pain. So I am excited to see some decent progression in that. And with my current putting style too, I would like to do more biceps, like in the gym. I think biceps, working on them, it helps with the push portion of the putt. So I think I could probably get a more consistent putt too if I work out a little bit more on some specific muscle groups. You haven't practiced Espanol in like a month? How are you and your girl? Are you still together? Okay. Me and my girl are in a rough spot right now, so I'm just working that out. Ew. Annoying. Annoying. I'm sure the second I get a girlfriend, you'll lose yours. It's just how science works. Only one brother can have a relationship at one time. I like this. I don't know if it's enough like room, but we'll work with it. I need saplings. We'll run this way a little bit. We didn't go this way last time. Should get some time off. From what? From work? Or me? I didn't mean to do that. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that, man. I just wanted to do that. I didn't do that. And then I do this. And then I spada. Okay. I didn't want to go out naked without any defense. I'm an American. I need defense. Because everyone in my country is trying to kill me. That's a very cool biome. I think I can see what biome we're in, right? I don't know where to read it. It does say on here somewhere. Also has my IP and my social security number too. Can't find those either. I think it's like the top row. Overworld. I don't think that's what that is. Figure out some personal stuff. I hate relationships, man. Personal stuff. Like, another village. Shucks. Dang, more? Oh, it's so much cooler out here. Should we move out here? I think both places are pretty sick. We'll make a rail system out here. So I can rail some pigs. I mean, rail towards my friendly pigs. I mean, this is pretty cool too. I can imagine like our house down there and then stairs up to here for our enchanting, or up there for the portal, or this is better. Oh, shit. I don't even have to go back. I don't even have to. I have a bed back there. There's sheep over here, right? Yup. Yup. Let's just do that. Let's just do that. Hello, pigs. Hello, I'm gonna live here forever. The other spot was super cool too, but personal stuff, huh? You're not into Latinas anymore. Just tell the truth. We all have our phases. I'm just kidding. That phase never ends. I'm just kidding. It's not a phase. It's a lifestyle, bro. Mud! Shush, boy. Sorry, Mud. I'll stop talking. More lo-fi, less me. My bad. Damn, trumpet! Hell yeah. Copyright-free music goes hard. How crazy. Trumpet, no copyright? Oh yeah. I'm incognito. You don't even know me. Mud, I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't have to know you, though. I don't have to know you. That I appreciate you for watching. Hey. Hey, boo. Hey, boo. All right, we got our 3 wool. You got anything to drink? Good morning, by the way. Ooh. Peen. Cave peen. Was it? I had someone on Twitch whose name was like Mud, too. Are you that person? Yeah, starting out personal stuff when you're trying to get in a relationship sucks. And then every relationship that you're in when you're young is so second guessed. You second guess everything. So that doesn't help at all. All right, let's start getting some wood ski. That is Tronco de Robre. See? Tronco de Robre. Yes, see. I need to get some saplings, so we're gonna dance around. Dang! I shredded through my hunger bar. I'm a hungry boy. Hungry man. I'm a hungry man. Joe, give yourself some credit. Come on, man. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. It's definitely you, Mud. Mud, your incognito is not that good. It's your first YouTube stream, huh? Holy crap. It's your first YouTube stream. Dang, man. Dang, man. Oh, I forgot I can break it to speed it up. Can I get some saplings, please? First tree. I think if you let them naturally break, there's a higher chance of saplings. I don't know who told me that. Probably nobody. I probably just made that up in my head. I feel like someone's told me that before, though. You don't know the mud from Twitch. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, you don't know the mud from Twitch. How do you even know what the word Twitch is, huh? How do you even know? You don't even know. You just mean, do you have like Tourette's? You Twitch or what? Hacha. Hacha en de tronco. Oh no, he found out. Oh no. These trees are so pretty. I love them. I think they're called cherry blossoms in the US. I mean, there's a lot of trees that have pink flowers, but maybe. Maybe. You never know. Ooh. Manzana. De retoños. Oh. Necesito retoño. Necesito retoño de roble. Por favor. Por favor. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias means nice to meet you, right? Nice to meet you, sapling. Sapling of roble. Sapling of Roblox. It's in Espanol because I'm trying to learn Espanol mud. Break. I'm going to spend all this time on this. I'm going to break my back doing this. Actually, it's nighttime. I don't want to die. I take it back. Take it back, take it back, take it back. I'll see you, Aiden. Good luck, Dad. Good luck, man. You don't need no luck. Actually, the luck you do need is getting a good partner. So good luck. I might be here after your round, so you'll have to fill me in, okay? Okie dokie. What, do you play Minecraft? I don't remember how I met you. I think you just stumbled in. Punto de reparación. The big difference between punto and puto. Punto means point. Puto means so. Be careful with saying that in public. Saying that in pubic. I'm going to fill this in with dirt. Let's fill that in with dirt. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. I wonder what like the best time to stream on the weekends would be. Anyone here have any thoughts on it? I personally like streaming in the morning because it gets my day off on a good note. I think well, I don't want to stream on each day of the weekend because I do want to get into some disc golf leagues in the area, and they always happen at pretty much 9 a.m. the time I start streaming. You know, there was a purpose to me living over there. I got all this dirt. I got all this terra, right? Tierra. Damn it. Stupid, stupid, stupid. I was just showering. God, you want to hear a funny story? It'll make you laugh. It'll make you laugh, Ganja. It will. Also, if you haven't done so, leave a like. It actually does a lot for YouTube streams. Do you take long showers? Okay. So, I've been meaning to get some like portable shampoo So, okay. I'm back in the hotel life, right? It's back in the hotel life this last 2 weeks. I spent like 6 days in a hotel. What I would always do is I'm like, all right. So I paid for this hotel room. I'm going to take the little, they give you the little tiny like shampoo and conditioner bottles and you bring it home, right? And you use it's always shitty, always horrible quality, but it's shampoo and conditioner. And what they started to do is they no longer give you little bottles, but they like have it mounted to the wall of the shower and you can't get it out without like a key. And it's like in big bottles. So I'm like, well, that's not very chill, dude. So I went and got a travel container for a shampoo, like a little one like this big. And when I left the hotel room, I did this. I went in the shower and I put the travel container underneath it and I went and I filled up my travel containers with the shampoo. I was laughing so hard. I'm like, you fools. You thought you could save a dime on me. No. F you. Soap, what's up? Holy, what the f? I was just talking about you. It was so funny. I felt so cheap, but it felt so good. It felt so good. All right. So we've got the spot, or do we want to have the house like up here? Maybe not. I don't know why I have this sudden urge. In my last hardcore world, a creeper did not kill me. It was a pair of like, or a pair. This is not the definition of a pair. It was like 4 skeletons and 2 had enchanted bows and 1 had like chainmail. Cause I'm monstrous. Yeah. Yeah, get out of here, those stupid pump things. Hey, I think Sam's forearm overshadowed yours, Soap. You gotta be careful with that. You gotta be careful. You came out there and you tried to swing, and then Sam said, "Whoa, whoa! Look at my forearm." He wasn't even in the stream. He had no clue. He just knew what he had to do was that, and he did it appropriately. I don't know what kind of house I want. I want a house that. Soap says they're at an arm wrestling event. No way. Well, that's. It does this. There's not a good like view of everything around. You know, we want a view from the house. We don't want to be in the bowl. Ooh, Ganja's gonna save that 20 cents on the gas, baby. 20 cents per gallon. It adds up. You've got a guzzler. You've got a guzzler for sure. Gotta give it Sam's forearm. Look great, but I don't know if you could beat me at arm wrestling. You're not at an actual event, right? Who would be arm wrestling at 10 in the morning on a Saturday? Maybe we have our house like on the edge right there. Or maybe we have it right here on top of the cave. That would be a little bizarre. Whoa. 28-gallon tank. Damn. 28 times 0.40. Yeah, you're saving 11 bucks. That's like how much cheaper the Costco gas is, right? But then you pay for a Costco membership. I don't know. I'd be really curious if it's actually cheaper to shop at Costco or not. I feel like everything is always a scam. Let's build our house. We'll build it down here. Well, let's go over there. Let me see up there. We're not building it in the bottom. We need a view. We need a view. This is hardcore. We're not going to live here long. This is a short temporary stay. Oh, for sure here. Oh, for sure. Also, I love this lo-fi that's playing. I don't feel like going down there, so I'm gonna make a Mesa de Trabajo up here. And then I need another Palo de Piedra. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Then we're gonna level this part out. Oh, you use your mom's card? That's awesome. KOTT12. You actually are at an arm wrestling event. Are those everywhere, or are you lucky and one just is near you? The gas price here, says Ganja, is well, I haven't paid gas in almost a year now because I've got my whip, but I think it's like $5.15 is the average. There's a lot of places that I've seen at like $4.80 or like $4.90. I think average is like $5.15. Thinking about getting another 20-gallon auxiliary tank. Why? That's crazy. Would you actually? I think you wouldn't need to do that. Do you need that? Well, I guess it depends on the MPG. Because yeah, I think it's just gonna weigh your. What's the MPG on the truck? And then you said you have. Yeah, you have 28 gallons. I'll put you miles. Yeah, but there's so many gas stations. Does gas go bad? 14 times 28? That's a lot, right? 14 times 28. 392 isn't, I mean, it's an okay amount. And then of course, 14 is at the best possible amount, right? So you're probably pushing 13 sometimes if you're in the mountains. Damn, if you got an auxiliary tank, you would be spending like, I mean, what we're gonna pull this calculator out. Tons. So you have 28 gallons times 5.15 in California. Damn, you might as well buy a semi. I think it'd be cheap. I think it's cheaper to fill up a Humvee. What's the gallon on a Humvee? Is it 50? 45? Something like that. So are you competing today, Soap? I'm just gonna play along with this, whether it's real or not. I'm gonna have to put torches under there at some point because things are gonna spawn, but just ignore that for now. Hell yeah, this is way better. 55. And then LHSs and LMTVs are 75. Actually might be in the hundreds. Okay. So vampire. So I think you have to, if you go, hold on, let's go incognito. Let's go incognito. Go to YouTube. So good to see you. Good morning. Everyone say good morning. JoeMamaGamess. Hell yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go here. Maybe if I sign into my alt. Let me see. I'll see if you can turn on noties for everything, or you have to turn on noties for. I said or turn on noties for streams specifically. I mean, I always throw it in Discord too. So if you just want to throw noties back on Discord, that'd work. So I'm going to switch account and go to Joe's Try Again FPS. And then let's look at this together. Ooh, a Deadpool anime would be awesome. That'd be so cool. I love how Deadpool is like the. I don't know what the whole. Oh, I guess these will pop up. Oh, that's cool. They pop up on the homepage. Such a stupid ass thumbnail. I don't remember what I was talking about, but let's just ignore it. Joe Mama Games. So if I go here and then go to all, you'll get all notifications. Maybe that's what the answer will be. If you go to all, that might do it for you. Or Discord. Well, you've got options. All right, they hate you then. LMTV has a 125. Hell yeah. Thank you. The years of PMCSing have paid off. Right now, right here, Ganja. So you're there and spectating? So can you please send a picture of the convention in the Discord and say arm wrestling convention? That would be so cool. Oh, to put on it? I don't even get notices from YouTube in general, but they're on for me in my phone settings too. Well, just know that I'm here for you. We'll fix your, we'll shape it up. We got a PMCS. I got a PMCS your stuff. Do you know what that means? Do you know what PMCS means? Manzana! Ganja, can you teach me what PMCS means? I'm gonna call upon my 88 mics. Who's Soap? Soap! Gotta wait for the people running it? Oh, fine. I understand. I understand, mi hermano. I understand. Mesa de trabajo, hacha. Okay. I'm learning my words. A new word today is mundo. World. Mundo. But pop-up camper is pretty dope. Vampire, do you have any? Are you drinking anything? Oh God, just loading up his truck. PMCS stands for pre-maintenance combat and. Oh no, hold on. Combat service, pre-maintenance combat service, I think. Oh no. Oh no. I remember PMCS being a weird one. That's not what you think it would be. Okay, well, we have our landing area for our house. I want like a big and wide house, but everyone always has a big and wide house. So maybe we don't do that. I've always enjoyed the patio look. I've always enjoyed a patio. Also, I know during our stream last night, Babushka, I don't think you were there. Super sad. I was like, where's my Babushka? We had a total of like 1,100 reactions. Which is this. Those are reactions, so that means you all hit different reactions over 1,000 times. I saw that stat this morning. I was like, damn, that's a workout. You didn't have that many viewers. That is a workout. I love it. That was awesome. Definitely for sure use it. I love that feature. All right. Well, it's a house for sure. I want it to be like a unique shape. Yeah. Let me see some reactions. Let me see it. Toss some reactions my way. Let me see some. Babushka, I don't even know if you even knew it was a function. There's like the surprise emotes too. I'm super curious if I can change out the options. That would be such a cool feature. That's something Twitch doesn't have. Oh, it might have an adapter for it. Yeah. This is a little kind of wide and kind of big, huh? So do you see like the heart near the chat? If you hover over it, it'll show different options. I was talking about like a big rectangle. I didn't want a big rectangle. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a super cool function. I'm just imagining all of you tapping ding, ding, ding every time I see one. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. It makes it feel a little bit more like real. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. It's like I can imagine you going ding, 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 ding. I know it's you. I didn't know. I assumed it was you. I love it. It's so fun. That's like kind of like my favorite thing so far. These are cute. What were these? Petalos rosas? Petalos rosas. I think. Okay. It's so cute, right? So when we're playing like shooters, it's really fun. I land like a 6 shot and everyone's like, oh! Okay, so we have this. We need to get more troncos por trabajos. No. Oh, what's the word for plank? Oh, what's the word for plank? I totally forgot. Crap. That's annoying. I don't remember at all. Watch me beat that goal. Yeah, I need you to hit the button 1,000 times individually. Thank you. Yeah, YouTube has like some legitimately really good streaming features. I love it. I think how it recommends on the homepage to people to like notify them of the stream. I think that's a fantastic idea. It has this, it has thumbnails, it pushes the VODs more. I'm very curious to see what metrics like promote the VODs more. I don't know if at any point they'll start getting a lot more views. I know like the title and concept just has kind of more weight to it. And I don't want to just sporadically stream anymore. I do want to stream around scheduled streams. I think it'll help my brain a little bit too. But the drops are coming from the leaves. I remember when they implemented that, and I was like, we live in the future. Humanity is ending soon. Well, now they probably implemented that 15 years ago at this point. I remember playing this game on I remember playing Java on my friend's computer when we were probably 13 or 12. He had a computer and it was so cool. He had DayZ on it. And at that point, like, computer gaming was so rudimentary. I mean, all gaming was, but everyone was like, yeah, PC Master Race, but like, it wasn't much better. I think console was arguably like kind of better. Or there were like more games on console, and then everything kind of swapped. Yo, Skelly, I want to talk some environmental stuff with you. I've been doing a lot of reading on my book recently. Some super interesting topics. I have this huge book. I have this huge book called American Earth Environmental Writing since Thoreau. Please focus. Thank you. And it's an actual textbook. And I feel like I haven't been reading that much. Like, I haven't made any progress. But then I remember, and then I think, oh, actually, this book is 1,000 pages and I'm on page 450. So I have been reading. It just doesn't feel like it because I'm not like checking books off my list. You know, just solely because it's 1,000 pages. It's actually just lo-fi music, Vampire. Just lo-fi musica. I got the fake one on. And I've got the Australian Opal. Damn. And it's went in chronological order from like the first environmental writers ever, before the word environmental was a thing, and then all the way to present. I think the book was made in 2008, so up to 2008. And I'm now in like 1960, 1970, and it's like a lot easier to digest. Following how people prior to 1950 spoke is really difficult. It was like all writing before 1850 was like journaling, and it's pretty easy to read because people are just like writing to themselves. But then from 1850 to 1950, they try to get way too technical, and like technical that it just feels weird. It's really hard to follow. It's pretty much the same thing. Sam. Yo, Sam with the forearm. I think Soap is here. He might beef with you on your forearms. So the last thing I read was The Tragedy of the Commons, which I've heard of, but I never really fully understood what it was. And I now know. And the concept that the author uses is actually, hold on, let's make some bread, is actually related to this: cows and fields and grazing. It's the same. Same, Sam. Well, we need a cow in view. Where are the cows at? I need the cow in view, because the cow is part of the story. Cow, vaca, vaca. Hola, hola, vaca. Buenos días. Buenos días, vaca. Hola. Okay. ¿Cómo estás? Boo. Sí. Sí. Okay, so Tragedy of the Commons. It's this dilemma. It's this dilemma that is the fall of the world. Is there a spider in here? Actually, hold on. I need to kill him. Okay. Give me a second. Ooh, boom. Oh, iPixel said what? Damn, there's nothing. No web. I need your spider to come, please. Please, I need your spider to come. Where did that cow go? Oh my god, I'm so bad at telling stories. Okay, so tragedy of the commons is this concept that is the downfall to humanity, pretty much. So let's say you have a big open field, right? And there's a fence way out there, and it cages everything in. And there are shepherds, people that, let's just say for this situation, herd cows and end up butchering them and selling them for gains, right? That's shepherds. So let's say there's one shepherd in all of this area, and he has cows, and the shepherd goes, okay, I think that I should be able to fit 10 cows on here. Okay. So he works with 10 cows. Now, a second shepherd goes, ooh, I would like to also have some cows in here and sell them for my own gain. I will also put 10. So this happens, and there ends up being, let's say, 10 shepherds, and now there are 100 cow. And this is the most that any shepherd can have in here, because there is no more room. 100 cows is the max that you're supposed to have. So then you have a situation where, well, I think I could put one more cow in here. Like, okay, what are the pros and cons to the shepherds having more cows? There is one point one pro to having a cow is that you get to sell another cow, right? So your gains go up. The one con to having another cow is that it overgrazes a little bit, right? So the pro is that you get another cow, and then the con is it overgrazes. Now there are too many cows for the area, and the grass cannot grow back fast enough, and all of the grass could disappear if there's too much grazing. Okay. So the farmer goes, of course, he goes, it's just me. It's just one cow, right? It's just one cow. It won't do any harm. Okay. Remember, all of the shepherds, all 10 shepherds share the same space. That one shepherd has that thought. He goes, it's just one cow. It won't add up to be too much. Well, every shepherd, all 10 shepherds have that same thought, and they all get an extra cow. So now there's 10 extra cows when 100 was the max. Now there's 110. And then every shepherd individually goes, actually, I only added one cow, and things are getting kind of tight around here. I think I'm just going to add another cow. So now I have 12 instead of 10. Every shepherd has that thought, and now there's 20 more cows over the max of the only allowed 100. So everyone's, and it's all shared space. So because one person did it, it affects the space of everyone else. And it's this multiplying factor. And then in the end, there's no grass, no cows can survive. The erosion picks up. Trash, there's more trash. There's more weeds. It's this deteriorating effect environmentally. So that's called tragedy of the commons. It's when we share a space and one person's actions affects everybody, and everybody thinks that, it's just my action. Not everyone is doing it, but everyone else is doing it. So it's all about shared space. So the atmosphere is shared, right? What you do on your property and what I do on my property is not shared, right? It's inside the fences, but what you put into the air creeps into my property. So the tragedy of the commons, like a bigger example of tragedy of the commons, is air pollution from vehicles. We all have our one vehicle and we're like, it's not that bad. But when it's 15 million vehicles in the state of California, then it's really bad. So that was something I read of. And that was the last passage I read. And you want to know a fucking crazy stat? So, okay, let me read chat real quick. This is everyone right now. Everyone's going. Yeah, groundwater is another really good example. Absolutely. Yeah, you pull from your well, and I pull from, your neighbor pulls from a well, and then you pull from a well, and you think you're both drinking your own water, but it's coming from the same source. And if your neighbor spills 20 gallons of petrol on their grass and it seeps down, it's going to go into your well. So that's like the tragedy of the shared commons. And then also, draining. Yeah, everyone takes their own amount of water, then it ends up to us having no water in the system. Okay, let me catch up on chat, and then I'll tell the crazy fact. Why do you still have a cough? Did you have a cold last time you saw us? I don't think I've seen you in like a week, right, Vampire? Joe, I'm trying to get my mom to stop smoking. Got any advice? Tell her she's gonna die before her next birthday. Yeah, you could do that. Has she tried Zyn? Have her try swapping to an alternate nicotine source. Sam, you already know tragedy of the common, right? Surely you already knew that. Sam is a genius. God's just not the... God's just like, dude, bro, you should not talk to military people about smoking. We do not have the best habits. Hey, I made a smoothie this morning with spinach in it, all right? Speak for your fucking self. I eat spinach before 9 a.m. Do you know how fucking crazy that is? God, the blender is the best addition to my household, let me tell you. Smoke paper, just smoke. Yeah, just tell her to smoke her socks. Well, good, Babushka. I'm glad you're getting better, but it's really slow, and I'm sure you would like it to be faster. I see. So, let me get them to Zada so we can start hoeing down there. I need to hoe out a little bit. Oh, we need iron. I saw iron nearby. Okay, so we're gonna just go mine a little bit. I'm gonna go mine a little bit. That's gonna be our mine shaft over there, where we shaft our mines. So the crazy fact, it's not so much a fact as like as the inevitable. So it took, oh my, I'm trying to recall this, Skelly. It took, so the population doubled within 2,000 years. I think from 600 BC to like 1,000 BC or something. It took like 2,600 to, oh Lord, it took like 1,000 years to double or something. So the population doubles, and it doubles a lot sooner than a lot of people think. So it doubled within like 1,000 years or 2,000 years, and then it doubled with 1,000 years, and then it doubled within 100 years, and then from like 1780 to from 1850 to million, 60 million billion people, if the population doubled every 40 years. So that means for every square yard on the face of the planet, including the ocean and land, there would be 100 people living on it. For every square yard, there would be 100 people living on it. So that means if you converted every single foot of the Earth's surface, including the oceans, into hotels or apartments, I think it was like if every floor, if every building, there's no roads, it's just fucking rooms. If it went to 5 stories, everyone would have to live in a 3x2 yard, or like 3x2 feet area, something like that. So you would have 3.5 feet to live in by the year 3000 if things don't change. Oh, we can make coal with oak. And these were numbers that were like identified in the early 1900s. And you know, it's such an interesting topic, thinking about like things just cannot continue at the rate that they are right now. And we're in such a unique time of the world. Like, everybody, we are so weird. I'm so sorry you're smoking right now, Sam. Like, we are in like the time that we live in right now. Oh my God, they're spawning below us, you assholes. Like, everything is going to change within like the next 15 years. The next 15 years is going to be huge. That's not long from now. I'm only going to be like 30s. I'm going to be like 40 when that happens. I'm not saying that's like, I'm old. Why do I have 2 crafting tables here? Like, that's old, right? I'm an old dude, but I'm still like only half the age of 80. And by like in 15 years, the population might double again. Like the amount of cars we have, cars have to stop at some point. We can't keep having more cars. And then a really interesting concept with a super interesting concept with national parks. First, Skelly says, not just that, but we will run out of resources for sure if the birth rates keep exceeding death rates. Oh, for sure. Yeah, that like 100 people per yard, that, I mean, that's not like, that's not possible at all in the slightest. But honestly, I'm assuming that we may be an interplanetary species. You think we're at other places too? I mean, we're like literally about to send people to space. Like humans have been evolving for millions and millions of years, and we're about to go to space, bro. And not like casual space, not like going to the moon and sending 2 people. Like, I think in 10 years there'll be like mass amounts of people will be able to send. For sure. I don't see why not. But with the national parks, I read an article by I highly suggest you all also read the book by him. It was Edward Abbey. So it was Edward Abbey. I read a few chapters from him, and he wrote the book Desert Solitaire. It was written in 1968, and the 15 pages, it was pretty much the chapter, was hilarious. He was the one that invented, he didn't lead it, but his image inspired it. It was like the radical like green movement. So people doing extreme things for the planet. Like, I think that's like a group of the people tie themselves to Wendy's that are being put on top of nature preserves and stuff like that. You know, the people that are like sitting in the streets. Like, I think that's radical. But also like the radical earth movement is like, if sometimes it goes a little bit more, like if someone is installing a nuclear plant or something, radical green people would go in and like can put bombs in it or something, you know, like it's there's a pretty big damn. Soap, are you the elderly? You're now 94 years old. Soap, you're telling me that you're 94 right now? I mean, there's 4 people stuck on the is right now. What do you mean? What do you mean is? Also, I got this bed yesterday. Do not, if you sell beds or sell anything, and you go, hey, can you leave me a 5-star? Why don't you just tell me to rate you appropriately? Cool. I'll rate you a 5-star. Okay. Don't tell me to rate you 5 stars. This is my 10th. Like, I feel like I don't trust any rating schemes. Are you with me? I don't trust any ratings on anyone's websites because I know for sure they're like, give us a 5-star review. I'm going to give you what I think you should get. Can you stop telling me? Does anyone feel that? Is anyone getting pissed? Oh my God. Stop telling me to my face, oh, if I did a really good job, please give me a 10-star. Like, I understand how the rating system works. Thank you. Oh, International Space Station. Well, let's start streaming from there, Ganja. Skelly says, I think in my lifetime, at least, we will have started putting people on other planets, or at least start using other planets for resources. I think so too. I think we'll have people living on the moon. It's not a crazy ask. Oh my God, Minecraft just crashed. Are you fucking kidding? It just crashed. I just slept. Okay. I just woke up from the bed. I think we're okay. That's annoying. The great filter will happen, in my opinion. What do you mean? Like a pandemic? Like COVID, but like it actually kills? Dude, if COVID actually killed, the United States would have 1/8 of its population right now. I mean, it did kill. But like, what if the kill ratio was like 1 to 10? You know? COVID killed a lot. Millions. Millions. But I'm saying, what if it was like 1 to 10? They gotta stop forcing people to rate the highest, especially when they do poorly. Dude, vampire? Hundo. Hundo's for you. For sure. For sure. Yeah. Hell yeah. Screw them. Oh, thank God, Soap. I thought you were going to die in like the next 3 months. Skelly says, also, currently experts say that within the next couple of decades, Earth population will reach its sustainable max. Yep. I don't know. We have like 5 countries at war right now, and not like taxes, like murdering families and children. So maybe we'll be fine. Also, on the national park topic, Abbey, what did I say his name was? Ethan Abbey? Edwards Abbey? I absolutely loved how he wrote, but he was a park ranger. He was a park ranger for the Edward Abbey. Desert Solitaire was the name of the book. He was a park ranger for what's the national park in Moab? Skelly, you were there very recently. Oh, it's my water bottle, right? Zion, maybe? So there's back in the day, all national parks, I think it was like 1940 and earlier, all national parks in the United States had gravel roads. And it was like pretty hard to get to the parks, but it like highly limited the amount of people that came, and the people that did come weren't like the litterers. They won't blah 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 because they were like putting a lot of effort to get into the park. So it was a good thing for them to have gravel roads to go into the national park, and they had like very strict rules. And Edward Abbey was the main fighter against when they started installing roads. And at Zion Park, Zion. Okay, thanks, Ganja. At Zion, that was the first national park to get roads. And he was the one that talked to the civil engineers. They like drove up to his place and they like put all these stakes in the ground and they told him. And it was like, maybe I'll read that chapter next one of the streams next week. We'll just do a reading stream. I think that would be super fun. We should do that. Okay. Well, I'll read Edward Abbey. I loved it so much. I loved it. And I think that you would all too. And it was just this the asphalt roads. He was calling people that drove into national parks like using their electronic wheelchairs. And there's just okay, reading stream. Okay. So there was, how do I word it? So there's a few aspects to this. The first one was that us lending too many people into national parks is like destroying them. They don't have the infrastructure for it. And the people that are coming in aren't getting what they think that they're going to be getting out of a national park. When you go and hike, when you go to a national park, when you go into nature, like your full point of going out there is to like reset and to disconnect from humanity, from like the technology and the vehicles, and you need to be like away from everything, right, Skelly? Like Skelly's been out there doing crazy hikes recently. That's the whole point. If there's people around you, you don't really get that. If there's cars, you don't really get that. That is the purpose. And Abby was like, he went into people that do road trips where they try to hit like 20 national parks in a week. Does anyone know anyone that's done that? Have any of you done that? And he was telling them how stupid it is, because you should be spending like 4 days at each national park. Like that should be a trip, is to the national park to explore and take it in, instead of taking like this like 40-minute stop at each national park. Like that's not the intention. So you aren't getting out of the national park what you should be getting out of the national park. And I thought that was a super interesting take. I never thought about that. People that are going to like 20 national parks in a week, you're not getting what you think you're getting out of them. So yeah, let's get these up to 1,000, please. Thanks. You can spam it on PC. Ganja says, we have a second moon. I saw that. What if that thing crashes down? Is it ever going to crash down? And then Sam, what's a great filter? I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. It's like a pandemic. Vampire says, like, shit. If I died from COVID, I wouldn't have even been upset about it. The world is overpopulated, in my opinion. It depends in the certain areas. Another interesting topic I read in the book from a different author was that you are being unsustainable if you don't live in a city, which I think is a super interesting take. And if you think about it, you're not wrong. Because living in a city is the most environmentally sustainable way to live. For sure. Yeah, it's more tight, it's more claustrophobic, but you're taking up less space. And if you live sustainably in a city, you know, it's when the issue is when people want to move to rural areas and they establish new houses and they have all this acreage and blah, 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 blah. And when enough people move to the rural areas, then big companies come in and establish, and then the rural turns into urban. So, and then it installs all these new roads and all this new stuff, and it destroys the rural area and the rural area. And that's how cities grow. It's people that are trying to get away from the city, but still work in the city and want to commute to the city, but not too far. You know what I'm saying? So living outside of the city is actually destroying the environment more than living in the city. Just so unique. I would have never thought that, because I'm the dude that I'm like, I'm not going to live in the city, you know? But if everyone had that mentality, then the world would be more unsustainable. You have any thoughts on that? Skelly says, yeah, I agree. These parks should not be crazy accessible. Like, in my opinion, the parking should be outside the park if you do, and you should hike your way into it. Before I read anything else, Edward Abbey's solution, which I thought was genius, solution to the national park dilemma is that no cars are allowed in the park at all. All camping, everything. Nothing is allowed. If you want to camp, you can ride your bicycle, you can ride a horse, or you can hike in. And when you have to walk everywhere, this was super interesting. I'm glad I remembered this. When you have to walk everywhere, everything feels bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like, walking a mile away from your house makes it feel like, wow, I live in such a big area. When you drive everywhere, it feels like seconds. You're like, oh, that's not far. It's like space is conceptual, right? So by making everyone walk into the park, you've just increased the park's value and size by like 100 times. I've never thought of that. So then the only cars allowed past the entrance are like the park rangers' vehicles, and why not? They already have roads made, right? So for anyone that wants to camp inside, the government, the park rangers can carry anything that they want in their vehicles to the campsite, and then those people walk in or hike in or can bike in. And then also another solution was that the park rangers and the government can have a set of bikes at the outside of have a set of bikes for people to use at no cost. So they park their cars in the parking lot outside of the national park, and then they can just grab a bike, sign it out, and then ride in, and then ride back out. I think it's such an awesome idea, and like it multiplies the space. It's quiet now. You're in nature. You get out of your electronic wheelchair, and it just fixes everything. And I think it's super, 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 super cool. I love the concept, and I feel like that's a good solution. That's a good answer. Skelly says, "Oh, Vampire says I'm on mobile. Someone's getting a workout. I don't know if it's just one of you, Harden, but it's fun." Skelly says, think about how much animal disturbance we make in those national parks where animals have basically become docile to humans. For sure. And a big thing. So not a lot of people know, because it's not something that's obvious, but noise pollution is a huge, like, if you live next to a road, that's noise pollution. Noise pollution is any noise that's a lot and that we make. So when you have hundreds of cars with their speaker systems going off, or just cars being loud going in and out of a national park, that's disrupting all of these animals. It causes extreme stress, higher anxiety. Animals don't reproduce as well. Birds can't hear mating calls because of the noise pollution. Animals get confused because they sound like other, maybe like counterpart animals. And it's it's a big thing. So by just cutting cars out, that completely cancels out the noise pollution. There's no other noise pollution. Riding a bicycle in isn't going to have anything. And fuck, there's electric bikes now, right? Maybe they don't even allow the electric bikes. I don't know. Sam says the great filter theory kind of expands on a lot of what you are talking about. You should definitely read up on it a bit, but I'll paste a quick description. Thank you. Skelly says, like when I was at Zion, I saw multiple deer dead center of parking lots, and I feel like it's sad to see how even in a national park we pave roads and things right in their habitats. National parks. So apparently the entity that pushed for the roads and the monetization and everything was the Forest Service, I think. I think the Forest Service is in charge of the national parks. And their image, what they were saying in the beginning when they installed all the roads in the 1960s, 1960s, was that they were like, oh, more people are better. Let's get as many people in there as possible. And then that was like the Forest Service, but not the national parks. The national parks were like, we don't want that. We can't do that. We don't want that, and it'll ruin it. And they're like, no, more's better, more's better. Because you got to think of like how many, the national park industry / like state park industry is, it's a money hog. With every new national park, there's hotels usually, there's gas stations, there's all of these different like restaurants, there's all these different like entities that will just hop up on this. So, and all of these entities, you need roads, because roads make it means more people can go there and spend money, right? I think that's a big reason why they put roads in the first place too, was so that more people could pay money for the park. Yeah, no, that's sad though, Skelly. Ganja says that's what's happening to Kalispell, Montana. Tell me a little bit about that. So Sam says the great filter theory proposes that there's a significant barrier or filter that prevents civilizations from becoming interstellar and surviving for long periods. Oh, interesting. Yeah. So maybe this has happened on many other planets. Maybe we don't look like humans in other places. Maybe we look like chipmunks, but we're like very smart chipmunks with opposable thumbs. Maybe. But the chipmunks ran out of acorns somewhere. The acorn currency was, or maybe they're not called acorns over there. Maybe called nacorns. Fucking the serious nacorn famine of 4. What year do you think the chipmunk population's on in the other planets that have opposable thumbs? Maybe they're on year like 15 billion. Maybe. Skelly says, oh yeah, like think about a car engine is louder than basically any communication method or natural noise found in the wild. For sure. And then what kind of people are driving, what do you call it? The 4x4 queens? Have you heard of that? It's when people spend like $400,000 on an expensive 4-wheel Jeep rig, and then they just drive on roads. And they're loud, and trucks are loud, and then that's like a big audience that's going to national parks to like glamp and stuff. Damn, we got some. I think we're gonna hit 1,000 today, huh? All right, let's Minecraft. So that's what I have been reading about. I've been reading about that kind of stuff, and it's really, really, really awesome to read about the first times, like the first situations that happen. I don't know, how do I word that? Like reading about the first time roads were installed in national parks is cool. It's super cool. The pavement princess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now there's 4 on each side. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Think about that. Think about what? What am I thinking about? I don't know if I can think anymore. Should we think anymore? I need a break from thinking. Yeah, it's been I love I've found a new, definitely like a new drive towards sustainability and the environment and everything. The tragedy, it's just like, what's the answer? I'm someone that always needs an answer. Do you know what I'm saying? Also, if you're watching, it does a lot to leave a like on the stream. And if you haven't been here before and you're just lurking in the shadows, hit that subscribe button. Liking the stream translates to when it's a VOD, and it'll be promoted more. Bro, buy a plane. Buy a plane. Pussy. F you, pussy. Get it. Maybe I'll get it, give you free flights. Yeah. Dude, those vlogs would be tight. I'll read. We'll schedule up a reading stream for next week. That'll be fun. That'll be super fun. Scally, ooh, light pollution. Oh, I got a fun story on that. Light pollution is also a crazy thing to see firsthand. When we were in Zion, we were hiking at 3 a.m. and the stars and natural light from the moon was enough to see without any artificial light. Yeah. You don't need light at night at all. In Australia, when there were no clouds, like, you don't. Even when the moon isn't out, you don't need lights. A lot of people don't know that if you just don't turn on a flashlight, your eyes acclimate and you don't need a light. Straight up. Straight up. Dead ass. You don't need a light. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? I know Skelly does. I didn't know you can like streams. Yeah. Yeah. The more you know. And then it translates into a VOD. So if anyone wants to see this, it's always stored on the YouTube channel forever. And it's promoted like a YouTube video. It's pretty awesome. Okay. So I wanted to do this so I can get more. And then I need retoños. Necesito retoños to plant. And then retoño is sapling in Espanol. Living with intent is my current mindset. Intent, not intent. Oh, I didn't even realize you spelled it wrong. I don't think anyone noticed. But for example, when you're driving into Las Vegas, you can see like a dome of light like 100 miles out from Vegas. Yes. So in Australia, in the States, I've been into a lot of like coastal areas at night in California. And you can't really see. California coastline is pretty like mountainy, so you can't really see much to your left and right. But when I lived in Australia, there is like populations are very, very like, one, there's not a lot of people, like almost none except for Melbourne. And then two, so there's like no people except for Melbourne. So there's like no light pollution, but you can see where the light comes from, like aggressively. So like even like really small towns of like 1,000 people, you can see this dome. It's like what Skelly said, it's this dome, and you can see it fade out from the dome, and you can see the domes across like the plateau. and they're 50, 100 miles away, but there's domes. In the States, you can't really see that. I mean, of course, there's going to be areas where you can, but hey, excuse me, sir. You are a friend now. You live with me, brother. Hermano. Oh my God, we have the same eyes. And it's pretty insane to see like how much light pollution actually plays a toll. And in Australia, actually, they became aware of this pretty early on, because there's always been so few people. When people started moving into the cities, they were like, hey, I can't see the sky as much. What's happening? And what they did was they implemented an act to where like all street lamps have to have a cover on them. Everything has to be pointed down. Everyone, like companies, have to have their lights turned off at a certain time every night. Businesses have to close earlier to help with night pollution. And dude, it helped. Like, and it was like over a few months after everything was implemented, people could see the stars a lot more. But in the States, it's just such a given. People wouldn't fight for that. It's hard to explain. So I think the reactions do. I mean, I don't want you having hand aneurysms. We can look that up. I love seeing it. It's super fun. So let me catch up on chat. Yeah, so Skelly, I know exactly what you're talking about. And in Australia, it's painfully obvious. That's super cool that you can see that. Did you have to do training for that too? Training for what, Ganjo? Vegas is so dystopian to me. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle that is completely feels brainwashed. I mean, people are. I'm the same way. Everyone is, but we really are sheep. We're like we laugh. We're like, you're a sheep. I'm the shepherd. Now you're also a sheep. That we all are very, 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 very manipulatable, gullible. Not even gullible. We just. It's what you see on your phone. You think that like, oh, the whole world is against Trump. He's this crazy guy. No one likes him. He grabs pussy all day and calls people bitches. Yeah, that's what Facebook and Instagram are showing you. And then the United States votes for the next president, and Trump comes in at 49%, and you're like, what happened? Well, that's not what my phone was saying. Like you just. It's spooky. No light training. Oh yeah. So it's not called no light training, but you have to do land nav. So they give you a map and a protractor and a compass, and you have to go find these points in the woods or like whatever environment it is, and you have to do it during the day, and then you also have to do a portion at night, and then at night you're not allowed to walk around with any lights on. It's sometimes different. Some organizations or trainings say that you can walk around with a red light on, but I think almost 90% of them don't have a red light. And then when you're standing still, you have to use a red light. Also, using red light at night is crazy. It's crazy. Vampire's been counting. We have to have over 1,000. I agree, Vampire. Take a break. What are your thoughts on staying armed during hikes? In the United States, I think you should be. It depends on what part of the states you're in. Like, if you're in the Midwest, you're fine. If you're in California, like mountains, Sierra Nevadas, mountain lions, I don't really with them. They will kill you, and they do it for fun. So I think it's completely okay to have a weapon on you. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I also don't really trust Americans. Not in a broad sense like that. Well, kind of. I don't know how to word it. I don't know how to word it. I think it's okay. Yeah. I actually had a pretty optimistic view on like people overall where we how do I word this? We all have good intentions, or like, you know, the world's a good place. And then I moved to California and I had my car broken into and robbed 3 times in a year. And then I was like, wow, maybe I don't have the same opinions. And like one of them, someone stole a tire off my car in the middle of the day. In the middle of the day, and it was like a boyfriend and girlfriend together in the middle of a parking lot underneath a camera. And then I was like, you know what? Yeah, I don't know. I've definitely a reason I've went on less hikes is because I'm kind of nervous. I don't know. California is definitely like it's awoken a different part in me when it comes to trusting others. Not because it's just California, like this stuff happens in other cities, but like, dude, why are you robbing from a 2007 Prius, bro? What are you doing? What are you, at what point are you going to smash it just doesn't, it's so weird. And then hearing about all the shootings and how people are still anti-trans and anti-gay, and I'm like, why? I thought we cracked down on that like 10 years ago. It just feels like it's a lot. It feels like it's a lot of people, a lot more than I thought. And I'm like, and then people are still like okay with Trump. I'm like, dude he was found guilty. Okay, we have a horse, by the way. He was found guilty of like rigging an election and paying off a porn star, like in court. He was a homie, cheated on his wife with a porn star, tried to pay her off, lied about it, was found guilty in court, and is still the runner-up. What the fuck? That doesn't even make any sense. Like the fact that the homie is even like in consideration. I don't care about any of his political views. I don't give a shit. What are their values? What are people's values to vote for that? And just to know that over like in a lot of places in the United States, over half of the, almost about split, like half the United States is going to vote for Trump, and more like it's really concerning. And if people do that, I feel like people aren't in the right states of mind. I don't even care if you don't like the other candidate, then don't fucking vote then. Like, oh, I don't like the other one really, so I'm gonna vote for Trump. Man, that's not even a political view I have. It's just like, he is a legitimate horrible person. Why is he given any light of day? Homie got caught in court, was identified in court. It was a unanimous decision that he cheated on his wife with a porn star and tried to pay her off and hush her. Don't vote for that. I don't care if you don't vote for Kamala. Have dignity. I don't know. I don't know. And like being in the military, it's probably about 80% vote for Trump. And I'm just like, come on, you guys are just baited. You've watched too much of one side and you're just not, it doesn't make any sense what you're doing. I wish there was a third option. I agree, but there isn't. So I don't even think that's a political take, man. I really don't think it is. I'm not going off of politics. I'm going off of what it was identified as true and confirmed in court. There is no rumors about this. There's no fake news. There's no hits. There's no nothing. That's it. You know, like, why is there still conversation? And a homie's had 3 attempts on of assassination. How was that even possible? There were no earlier attempts. And why are they all conservatives? What's happening? So it's just knowing that people think this way in the States. It just doesn't make me feel safe hiking. That's not the main reason, but it definitely plays into it. Anyone, am I crazy? Am I the only one? That's why I just find the Trump situation so crazy. That half the country is still okay with it. But it's unanimous across everyone that, like, cheating is not okay. Like, dude had 3 kids and cheated on his wife with a porn star. And then paid her off. That's not a political view at all. That's just straight up, the morals are gone. I don't know. He's not even like a dude, like a guy's guy. He's like, oh, he's just a guy. Like, guys make mistakes. Like, that's pretty serious. I'm sure I've lost everyone watching, but I thought, we're just talking about things that make sense. Right? National parks and Trump cheating on his wife while in office. I don't think it was in office. Was it? I don't think it was. It may have been. I don't know. I don't know the timeline. I got bears and moose to worry about. Yeah, moose are actually like kind of crazy, right? Being around moose is kind of scary. Moose will kill you. But Skelly says, sorry, I was on a rant there. I was on a tear. I was moving. Skelly says, see, you know how certain national parks like Yellowstone have crazy amount of bears and stuff. I was assuming being armed during those types of hikes could be smart, but I looked at it more in depth. And it's illegal to shoot animals in self-defense in these national parks. But I feel like there has to be a line, like if I'm actually getting mauled, I'm not going to let myself get eaten. So that is, well, one that might be something that's written, Skelly. But if you were being attacked, if you were ever like scared of being attacked in any situation, and like they like maybe like get it on camera or something, like record it, you will never get in trouble. That will not pass any smell test. You can. I think I'd be curious to look into that law a little bit more, Skelly. I'd be super curious. Like what I'm sure people were going out and like hunting endangered animals and like, oh, it tried to attack me. But like if you have it on camera, I guess that would definitely like absolve you of any wrongdoing. Like you're not that'd be pretty crazy if you're just going out there and like antagonizing wild animals. Like, hey, attack me, loser, pussy. Your bear wife doesn't love you. And they're like, oh, what'd you say? And then they try to attack you and you shoot them. They don't think that's a thing. Also, we've been streaming for 2 hours. We've made no progress on this world. But yeah, I told you, Skelly, I had things to talk about. I've been reading this book, and I feel like there's been some really good things that I really heavily agree with. And it doesn't feel like it's political either. It's just, or like there's any gray area to it. I mean, quite a few of the passages they go pretty extreme on like the solutions they think are correct. Like the tragedy of the commons person, he was like going at bat. He was like very aggressive on, we need to reduce populations, but we need to control the birth rate. And it's a pretty crazy concept if like, you know, you've got a wife and you're like, or husband, and you're like, you know, I want 3 kids, and you can't have 3 kids. There's a law in the United States that states that the government cannot regulate how many the size that a family wants to be. And apparently there's a big scare. Thankfully, we got some cardboard. We really needed this. Apparently there was a big scare in like the 1940s and 50s when all this environmental data was coming out. And the big scare made everyone, like the average family size went from 5 to 6 to 3 in 10 years. I mean, that's a big change. Like globally, it's a pretty remarkable difference. I'll have a crafting table. Let's put it in the entrance. And you know what? I do often find this is kind of a character flaw that I have, and I'm being just very transparent about it. And I'm sure I've come off this way a lot in my years of streaming and all of the hours that you've hung out with me for, that I come off as like what I think is right, and that there is no other alternative, you know? And I want to work, and I am working on that, and I want to be more receptive of other people's opinions and ideas, because it has bitten me in the ass quite aggressively in the military. Because at the place that I work, I am the lowest ranked, which is concerning, because I am not the lowest rank usually. And when, you know, I have to be confident in my work, but when there's like a way I need to like phrase things and talk about things to make it sound that I'm not just like, oh, what you're thinking is wrong, you know? And there is a point to where like it, you know, if you vote for Trump, I'm not going to be like, dude, I don't want you in my stream, you know? Or like, I'm not going to sit at a dinner table with you. There's a lot of people that think that. They're like, oh, you know, if someone votes for Trump or believes in the wrong thing, like you can't have any communication with them. I don't agree with that. I think it's okay to surround yourself with people that have differing opinions. And I think there's a healthy, like, debate that you can have. Kind of a rough area, for sure. You know, because it really does feel at this point that is kind of a larger... not just that, but like a topic that's up a lot right now is like whether people are supporting countries supporting Ukraine. And there's a lot of countries coming out, they're like, oh well, we're gonna stop funding because we don't believe in war. And then it's like, okay, if you do that, then like Russia's just gonna kill everybody. So what what does that mean? It's kind of crazy thinking about war is like the answer to peace in some situations, which it wasn't, for sure. But we don't live in that world. Maybe we don't talk about this stuff while we stream. I don't know. But we really talked about some doomsday stuff this stream, didn't we? Oopsies. Well, nothing changed from here in Twitch. Let's get ourselves shadow banned super fast. Skelly says, so I'm reading this article that states if you are being attacked by a grizzly, even pointing a gun at it is illegal, and they just charged a hiker for shooting a bear claiming it was self-defense. That, but like you said, I feel like there has to be some sort of reasoning. Yeah, that's pretty wild, Scally. I mean, like I said, it wouldn't surprise me if that was a rule. What were they charged for? I mean, like, come on, man, it's your life. Like, I'm not just gonna, what, am I gonna die or take $1,000 fine? Like, that's so stupid. There's gotta be like some clauses to, oh, I had a pickaxe ready. There's gotta be some clauses to it, right? Like for sure they had to put that in there because people were going out and shooting bear and saying that the bear was going to attack them. Like there's always going to be someone that ruined something good, right? So let's just say that was that good thing. Yeah. Dang losers. How to ruin it for everybody, huh? What about bear spray? That's something that I carry. And I wonder if that is like just as effective on mountain lions. I'm assuming their eyes are open. For sure. I mean, bear spray can level you. If you haven't been hit by bear spray, illegally killing or wounding wildlife. No way. Perfect. Oh! $5,000 fine. Can you like just... Oh my god, shiny banana. No way. No way would that ever pass any smell test. Ow. I'm gonna die in like the weirdest way possible. It's how it always happens, right? Like, maybe I get away from the entrance. Bye. Bye. I need to make some food. Don't follow me, please. Well, no, you spray it before the bear attacks you. I mean, you'll know if a bear is coming at you. Yeah, you hit the bear while he's like approaching you. But then you're always worried that like, oh, is he like following me or something like that? I mean, he's probably gonna be down for a bit. Or like, what if you're in your tent at night and like the mountain lion hits you when you're coming out of it or something? You know, like mountain lions, you kind of need something fast to deal with that. Mountain lions are serious, gamers. Mountain lions are crazy. They will sneak assassinate you super fast. It's insane just hearing of like two people on a walk or on like a small hike in a common hiking place and both people die. How insane is that? One mountain lion takes out two people. That's insane, right? Just me? That feels insane. Hell yeah, man. I have a Glock. Yeah, that'd be crazy. I mean, all it takes is for one slice, one hit in the wrong area on your body, and they hit an artery. Yeah, I had a pretty decent scare on my last training deployment to it wasn't a training, but at my last assignment in Colorado. I was on a solo hike and I took a wrong turn, and I was in mountain lion territory, and the sun was setting, and I sprinted. that was one of those moments where when I got back to my car, I went, wow, I haven't felt that fear in a while. That was the I'm going to die adrenaline. Yeah, have you ever had that? It's different. It's a different kind of adrenaline. It's not like, oh my god, I need to study for this test I have in like 10 minutes. It's like I'm going to die adrenaline. 44 would be pretty crazy. I think, yeah, so one of the reasons why hiking in Australia or living in Australia is so awesome is because there's no large mammal that'll kill you. There's none. There's none in the whole country. Oh my god. Oh my god. It feels so awesome to hike. Cause like there's snakes and spiders everywhere. You know, you can't avoid that. Silverfish? It's because I'm in a mountain biome? Oh. Well, silverfish, guys. If I hit a silverfish block with a silk pickaxe, do I collect a silverfish infused rock? A lot of small things. Yeah, you're good. You like never see them. You like never see them. Everyone's like, oh my god. That's why no one lives in Australia, and it's great. Australians never complain about it. Have you ever heard of an Australian complaining about that stuff? Nope. It's just us. Literally, like, I think it's just Americans, too. I don't think there's anyone else. Oh, I don't have a crafting table down here. I think the sun's coming up. But if you're with a group of people, your chances of getting attacked are, like, slim. Well, apparently not two. They'll put you down if there's two. crazy. Kills 2 people. What did that even look like? Like he attacked one of them. One was screaming and like trying to like get him off the other maybe. And then he attacked the second and then just like both both on sight. Like that's crazy. I find that crazy. 2. Not just like a solo. Took out both people. 1 animal. That's like the same size as your dog. That's so wild. Does he know I'm here? Yo. Oh my god, you want to die or? Damn, he put me on half health. I don't like this game. That catches me off guard. When we were hiking in Zion at that early time, Zion has mountain lions, but like we weren't worried because we had 6 of us. Yeah, you're good with 6. I don't think you would ever have an issue. I agree. I've had the death adrenaline only once when we were scrambling high up some boulders, and these giant like 10-foot wide boulders were loose when you step on every single one. Have you ever been like on a knife edge? I remember vividly. There's this one hike I did in Colorado where I was at like 12,000 feet and there's this knife edge. And it's just pretty much just this ridge line that's only like this wide maybe. And it's of like loose, large rocks. Some are loose, some are not. And the wind was going, no exaggeration, about 60 miles per hour. And we had to crawl across this knife edge on all 4s. And it was like 200 feet long. And the wind would hit you and you'd like wobble a little bit and you just like grab the rock. And me and my guy, we tried walking across and then we like both shit our pants like 10 feet in. And we're like, okay, never mind. Just kidding. We crawled. We like almost low crawled across this knife edge over these large rocks. Super crazy. Yeah, that was loose rocks get you. That's really scary. One slip and you're kind of toast. Well, everyone, we've hit our 2 hours. We talked about a lot of stuff today. We did. And thank you for giving me your 2 cents on a lot of the topics. I think, like, just to reiterate, I think we're living in the most unique time of all humanity. Everything is going to explode in the next very short period. In the like 10 years, like by the time you get your college degree, if you don't have one. So we've established a good base of a house. We have the area we're living in. We have a lot of items. We have a mining area. We have a horse friend. Hey, Whore, where'd you go? Horse, sorry. There he is. Little horse buddy. We talked about a lot of very interesting topics. A lot of interesting topics. And I hope you enjoyed. I'll definitely, so our next stream is scheduled for tomorrow morning at 9. So at the same time. So 2 hours earlier than right now. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your Saturday. We're going to be playing Dave the Diver again tomorrow. Uh-huh. Thank you so much for chatting and hanging out with a YouTube stream. I know this is uncomfortable for a lot of people, so I appreciate it. But it looks like there's some really fun features on it that I'm really enjoying so far. Hundreds in chat for all of you being here. Vampire says, no ending. When are you going to start doing 4 hours? So I think on the weekends, I might do 4 hours in the soon future. I want to get a rhythm down, a battle rhythm for people like Ganja, a battle rhythm down for uploading a video every week as well. So I don't know. I don't know how I want to do that yet. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I need to make sure that I can get myself in that video rhythm. So I want to have 3 streams and then those VODs and then this. And then if you're not in the Discord, please join the Discord, Duke Man Discord, and join. You'll always get a go live noti through there if you don't get it on YouTube. Oh wow, what's happening? Oh, Techie's swinging by. Techie, I'm just ending. Hell yeah. Join the Discord, throw the noties on, and you can just rely on it through there, or you can rely on it through YouTube. It's really up to you. And we, of course, have tons of other videos. Let me give a shout out to anybody here. Also, leave a like on the stream. Leave a like. I see 6 people here, like a nutty. Hopefully you enjoy the morning streams. I really enjoy morning streams. I like that. I like that it wakes me up. I get out here and I'm like, let's get it with you all. Have fun time, long time. Did the thingy work? Oh, the stream's got 7 likes. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We peaked at 7 viewers today. The same. Cool. Hell yeah. Okay. No, the command worked. Yeah. Do you see it? Does everyone see Streamlabs? Oh, maybe if you don't have top chat on and you have live chat. I don't know. I am going to give a shout out to everybody here. All right, that's not working properly. I'll ignore that. Okay, I have this. Participants. I have Blue, Techie, and Vampire chatting right now. And I know we have other people lurking too. Okay, I'm going to end stream. Eat water, drink food, slap ass, take names. Have a beautiful rest of your evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever you are. I will see you tomorrow morning at 9 for some Dave the Diver. And I had so much fun. I did. More controversial topics tomorrow. Cancel me. Okay. Adios. Hasta mañana.